10 sharp. Yeah, we'll go with e4, e5 to start. See what kind of game we get. Maybe an Italian game, maybe a Rui Lopez, maybe a Scotch. The Italian. Still working on the 2 knights defense here. Actually, I've been doing pretty well with it, so might as well stick to it. Not too many people go for the main line. They usually, so this is the main line. This is what I think of as the main line. There are different ways to play it. You sacrifice a pawn to stop the attack on f7. And you gain some tempo and some open lines here. And that's one of the ways to play. The bishop can retreat, the queen can pin the pawn, or the bishop can retreat this way. All valid ways to play. The knight can get kicked at any moment. I think you want to kick this knight right away. So kick it at a time when it can't go here. Then get the bishop going and get castled. I guess the immediate b4 didn't work because bishop takes, so now he's threatening that. It is just a pawn, but let's see. If I go here with the bishop, pointing towards his king side, that's kind of where I want to go. But it takes the retreat square away from the knight, so he can kick it, go here, kick it again, goes here. Yeah, I guess it's okay. So he's preparing to, no, I don't know what that is. Oh, preparing to develop his bishop, maybe? If I kick this knight, we'll go here, I guess. Here, this opens up a square for my knight, a retreat square for my knight, and takes a square away from his knight. So his knight has to go back. Now he's got this backwards pawn here. I have an open line for my bishop. Let's start to attack, except the knight can't go there. His bishop is kind of trapped over here, but can't do much about it just yet. I'm preparing knight to g4 here, hitting the h-pawn, and then maybe the queen comes over, gang up on this pawn too. Although his knight, having been driven back, his knight is actually defending this square. So he went there with his knight. Let's drop back. And kick that knight away. Okay, I could take his knight. Then I'll have 2 pieces hanging. Takes the pawn, I take back. Takes here, I take the bishop. So yeah, I just won a piece. And I still have a queen to here or here with this kind of battery going. Let's go there. Then his knight could go here. Yeah, let's bring my knight into the game here. Okay, he wants to trade. Trades are not good for him. Let's see, he can put his knight here, though. True. Let's drop back. I'm going to bring the bishop out. Want to put the queen somewhere the knight can't hit it immediately. So welcome to the stream, everyone. This is the first game. Here, get that bishop going. Then we'll bring the rook out. Loose pawn there. I mean, his knight can attack the bishop, it's true. Should I just pile up on this pawn? He's going to have trouble defending it. So he went there. Larry, oh, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Woohoo. So let's see, is he really threatening anything? He's not. Everything's defended here, so he's not yet threatening anything. Let's just double up on that pawn. He can't defend it with the rook because of the bishop. If he brings the queen back to defend, the knight is hanging, so I think I'm just breaking through here. Then I can push this pawn forward and maybe do something on the light squared diagonal. It's nice having two bishops. And yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. This is my first game. So, hope I can pull this off. Yeah, he just decided to give up the pawn. Go for the mate. Well, there's a check here now, but the queen can take. Exploiting the pin. But he can't take here, so let's just take. And the discovered check. Doesn't matter because I take the knight. Okay, oh, he's advancing a pawn. Well, I have an idea. Why don't I just kick his knight away? And take his queen. Trade it off. My advantage will be that much more pronounced in the endgame. So my biggest danger at the moment is that I'll run out of time. So I may make some quick decisions here that aren't always best. Oh, we'll take on passant, of course. No need to move that bishop. And that did open up some lines to his king. So we got the check here. Drive the king into the corner. Now if I push the pawn, rook takes, that's another check. King can't take here. Yeah, I think this is, we're slowly closing in on him. Ah, so he did drop back with the knight. So, but this is a double check and mate, right? Because the check from the rook and the bishop simultaneously means he has to move the king, and there's no safe square to move it to. All right, nice little win to start with. Let's get a new game. Okay, we had e4, e5. Let's try a Sicilian. I've been experimenting with the e6 Sicilian lately, just because bishop to c4 has been a popular move lately, and having a pawn on e6 is a natural counter. So he's trying to play a version of the Moro Gambit. Well, let's see what it's about. This is not the normal Moro Gambit, because the Smith Moro Gambit, the two pawns would be here and here instead of here and here. I don't know if this makes much of a difference. I'm going to continue with the setup I normally go with. The Con Sicilian. Yeah, the bishop here can strike at it immediately. He defends it. Okay, bring the knight out. Then I want to put the knight here, but he will push the pawn, and he's got two pieces going forward. I could go with d5 instead, but it's a little early for that. So maybe the knight just goes here. Maybe that's the simplest solution. Thing is, after the knight goes to f6 and he pushes the pawn, it didn't really have a great square to go to, and just get traded off and lose a pawn there. But after I get castled, then I can put a rook here and put a rook here opposite his queen, and then play d5. That should be pretty good. Yeah, there's the pawn, so I can take it now, right? I've got 3 attackers. Might as well, right? Tries to pin it, and I can just take his knight with check, so. Okay. That seems pretty compliant there. Let's just get a pawn in the center here. Restrict his knight's movements. Well, yeah, you can put your bishop there, but what does it do? Let's go ahead and castle. And then maybe he's trying to trap my rook. Or not. I was thinking, maybe there's some sacrifice here. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, hitting the rook. But I gave my rook a square to go to where it hits his bishop. I think it would have been okay. Yeah, now let's develop our rook. He's going to lose the knight too. Yeah, this is a this is a disaster. He can't go back to this square to defend it, because I can just take it. So he sacrifices the knight, momentarily defending the bishop, but bishop still has to move. I could take either one. Let's take this one. Okay, double our rooks. So the only thing I have to worry about now, I've got plenty of time. The only thing I have to worry about now is getting mated on the back rank. So let's let's be safe here. Then we'll bring the knight around. Maybe here, hitting this pawn. Here, forking the two rooks. So he defended in advance. Cool. Is this still a good spot? I guess this is still a good spot. We can put pressure on the rook from here. And he resigned. Okay, yeah, that was a hopeless battle. So a nice start to this session. Yeah, let's get another game. Back to e4. So we have a Caro-Kann. I'm just playing a simple system here where we exchange and get a solid center. So let's kick his bishop. Yeah, I'm going to bring my knight around to the king side. So the knight goes here to break the pin. And since he's castled, I can go ahead and take here. He'll take with the f-pawn, I guess. Open up the f-file. No, he took with the h-pawn. Bit surprised. So I can go here with the bishop. I can put the knight here. Kind of like knight here right away. If he doesn't take, I'm thinking of playing f4. But he does have pawns here and here, so it'll be difficult to advance f4. Maybe I should figure a way to get my queen over on the king side here. He's pretty crowded here. I'll start with the bishop. If I take the knight out, then okay, so he's attacking here and here. So he wants to take here with a pawn, huh? And there'll be a loose pawn here at the end of the day. Oh, he didn't want to take. That surprises me. Okay, well, he is attacking here, so let's defend it for the moment. I guess he can put his knight in here. And if I take the bishop, he takes the queen, I take the queen. That's okay for me. Pieces are even now, right? So I'll come out a piece up. So I take the bishop, he has to take back. But then I'm losing this pawn unless I grab the knight. Well, let's go ahead and do this. The question is, should I give up the pawn or give up the exchange? So I can play rook takes. Probably this gives me more fighting chances. If I go here immediately, though, he'll take here, I'll take here. Not sure. Not sure the best continuation. He can play here, but then my knight will be pretty well secured on that square. So I was thinking, you know, queen here or here to attack this pawn. I see. Yeah, pawn up to secure there leaves this pawn vulnerable. So yeah, I should try and provoke the that from to come forward so that my knight can hop in here. Well, at least he stopped to think, so that's an accomplishment. He ran with the king to that side. Okay, so queen out. Still with the same idea. This queen is guarding this square, so I can't do the check here, unfortunately. Yeah, he did that. So I can, like I said, this secures my knight here, and it weakens this guy. If the queen comes here to defend the pawn, then the knight can go here. But the rook could come up to defend. Probably that's the move. Yeah, rook up here to defend the pawn. So he went there with the queen. Yeah, let's go ahead and take advantage of the fork here. He could have grabbed a pawn. That pawn was hanging and it hit the rook. Okay, so let's get my rook to a better position here. I do have a check here. Maybe I should have put in the check first. Attack this pawn then. Yeah, I thought he might go for that, but now these guys are weak. So just go here and take. Well, if I push this forward, if he pushes, I take. If he takes, go here. Let's get the rook here first. He's trying to attack over here. So if I go forward, then it's en passant. It's bad for him, so he won't take it. Just chase his queen away like this. I'm not going to take the queen. I'm going to take the pawn. Taking the queen would help him straighten out his pawn structure. Okay, I think I got him. But, well, we'll see what he comes up with. Yeah, his king and queen are still in a line there, so it's still a problem. I realized he probably should have just traded queens. Take the queen with check and then take the rook. that'll be good enough. Okay, he gave up, or he takes. I take with check, and it's queen versus rook. Let's get somebody new.